All right, good evening to those who listen. Oh, what a day. January 27th, 2025, 11:21 p.m. So, I did my MRI today, and then I had to do some lab tests. I wanted to see if, how my liver was doing and the cholesterol and all that. So, I got done with the MRI and I left. I forgot to do the lab test, so I went and ran a couple errands, quick errands to the bank and to Costco. I got some honey for my tea. And then I went back and did the lab tests. And then I dropped off some albuterol for my son. And then I went home. And I was so sore after that that I went and laid down, took a nap. When I got up, I was in the most extreme pain I've been in months. When I stood up, I was like, oh, it was so bad that I just took a drink of water and went right back and laid down. Well, I actually took one of the Linzess because I didn't take it this morning because I didn't want to have to go to the bathroom when I was doing the MRI. So, after it was terrible. So, the Linzess kicked in a couple hours later, and I went, had a bowel movement, and I had immediate relief. And I'm still in a lot of pain, but it's a lot better than what it was. So I was telling my roommate, that even little movements cause pain and bloating. So, like when I take a shower, if I'm just like washing my hair, you know how you're moving a little bit, you're vibrating. So that little bit of movement is causing pain and bloating. So I decided to put it into the AI chat GPT. What would cause pain and bloating in the stomach or intestine area just from moving around a little? And it came up with some stuff I couldn't believe. So, pain and bloating in the stomach or intestine area triggered by movement, even mild, can be caused by a range of conditions. Movement can aggravate symptoms by increasing intra-abdominal pressure, causing intestinal contents to shift, or by stretching inflamed tissues. So, looking through this, there's a lot that could be, but some of it makes sense. Here we go again with the partial intestinal obstruction, blockage. And just even a little bit of movement. So I'm like, why is that just a little bit of moving around? If I just move from, my body side to side, just that little bit, bam. So here's some of the stuff, I'm not going to go in total detail, but I sent some messages to the doctor and the nurses, just, obviously they're not going to answer me till tomorrow, but maybe they could, I don't know. It baffles me that the MRI couldn't find it. I still have the nuclear medicine and the fluoroscopy to do. Maybe that will find it. The one, I get them mixed up. But one of them, they're going to put like a tracer, and it goes through the body, and it shows. And when it gets to the stomach, intestines, and that stuff, it'll show the whole path of it. It's the MRIs take pictures. This one actually takes video, so it'll show the actual movement of it going, not just still pictures. So maybe that will happen. And here's the ileus again, which is the ileum. If intestinal mobility is reduced, movement might cause bloating and discomfort as gas and contents are trapped. So this is what could be happening. Not don't know exactly, but to me, it seems like it would be this, the partial intestinal obstruction, or the ileus, functional bowel obstruction. I'm not so sure it's irritable bowel syndrome. I don't know, but again, any one of these could be something. Gastroenteritis or infection. So there's a lot of stuff it could be, and it even goes on. Appendicitis. I don't think it's that because, I don't know. I guess, if it's in the early stages, I don't know. But then if it's been that for, 8-9 months, I think something will happen. And here's the hernia again. So that's what I thought it was. I thought it was a hernia that was causing, putting pressure on the intestines and stuff. And then it comes up with all these other stuff too. But to me, those other ones seem like it would be the most likely. And again, we got some of these. The pelvic floor dysfunction was one of the ones that came up with the first time. Abdominal muscle strain. Yet it seems like any little movement and I have problems. But, you know, if I can move around a little bit and I have some pain, not too bad, but the bloating happens all the time, and it's not so bad. But if I do more and I aggravate it more, then it takes me forever, days to get back to where it's calmed down again. And I don't think it's any of these, but there we go. But yeah, when to see the doctor? Well, I've seen the doctor from all these. It seems, at least it's not really sharp pain. It's dull pain, but it's really painful, dull pain. So I don't know. I just don't understand why the MRI didn't pick it up. But hopefully, you know, here we go again. A couple more tests to go through. If those don't figure it out, then I don't know. I'm going to have to go like to Iowa City to, you know, maybe another specialist or something, because this is getting really bad. And, you know, that's why I'm just sit around all day, because that's the only thing I can do without causing all the pain and bloating to be really severe. And every time I try to do something, like go to the store or something, it's, you know, it's more painful, and then it takes longer to calm down and get better again. But, I mean, it seems like this would be the answers. One of these would be the answer, you think. But I don't understand why their tests can't figure it out. All right. Anyway, that's it. Just keep praying for me. Eventually, they got to figure this out, I hope, because I can't live my life like this. You know, who wants to just sit around the house, sitting in a chair all day and just laying down? And, you know, I can do a little bit of stuff, you know, like walk a little bit, you know, so I can't really walk too much, but I like walk around the house a little bit. That's my exercise. I can't do much more. If I do dishes, you know, even 2 minutes worth of dishes, it takes me a couple hours to recover. It's that bad. Yes, it's that bad. It's you know, a lot of people don't believe me. I don't think the doctors believed me at first. I don't know if they believe me now or not. You know, even my friends, they don't believe me. Oh, it's not as bad as you're saying. Oh, you're making it up. No, I'm not. I wish I was. I really do. I really wish I was. And my roommate has a lot of back pain, and I said I would trade the back pain for this any day. You know, I've had lots of back pain, and that's been always a problem, but the back pain is way better than what this is. All right, I love you guys. We're going to get to the bottom of this eventually. I'm going to get better. I'm going to be able to start going back to church. My daughter, she's been wanting to go so bad, and she gets disappointed every week when I can't go. I just feel so bad that, you know, I can't go to church, and I can't get her and go take her to church. I've told my pastor, you know, he's praying for me too. And I told the pastor, I'm trying to get to church. I'm trying to go to Bible study. You know, I just can't. I told, you know, I've been, the last like week, I've been doing a lot better, but, you know, I've been not doing anything. I've been just sitting here, you know, resting all the time. And, you know, I've been telling my friend, they go, you know, when they goes to church, and the pastor that I'm trying to go this week. I'm trying to go. Wednesday, you know, is only 2 days away. I'm hoping I can try to go to Bible study. The one thing about Bible study is I can just drive from here to there, and it's like it's less than 2 miles away. So you know, when I go to church, I have to drive all the way across town, which is like 9 miles, and then pick up my daughter and go all the way back, you know, another 9 miles, and then after, you know, and then sitting there through the service, and then taking her back, you know, driving. So it's too much for me. So hopefully, maybe I can at least try to go to the Bible study on Wednesday. Just say a prayer for me, guys. I love you guys, and I appreciate all you guys' prayers. You guys are the greatest. All right. Have a good night. God bless.